Network Entertainment.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Wakadidu.
We are in the... I forgot what to call the studio.
Spotify studio. Spotify logo.
Sorry, Spotify. Don't take us out. Spotify studio here at the Pod Network Entertainment Studio. Because
Pod Network Entertainment.
Yes. We are packed. We have 3 guests for you today because I think a lot of people are used to just us having one guest in our own studio. But we have from the left, RakEnRol. Ano ba? Carlo. Sorry, Kevin. Kevin
or RakEnRol na lang po.
Kevin or RakEnRol. You know, Bago Matulog regular, PochSpice or Poch.
Hello.
And we have Brownman here.
Brownman.
Tekken FGC represent, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are not into Tekken,
or games in general.
Get the fuck out.
Oo nga. No, come back. We need that.
We don't want your complaints that we can't relate.
Yeah,
we don't want your kind around here. We please, if you play other games, you might want, I don't know. Is there animosity between games in FGC?
I mean,
no,
probably.
right?
But
Really?
No, we're chilling.
Not like LoL and Dota.
Nah, but they're sickos, so I don't know.
Whoa.
Yeah, there are sickos. That's
Shout
true.
out to all those fans.
Yeah. You keep the conflict alive. So
Yes.
we have Brownman here. Brownman is organizing Manila Madness, which is on November 9. That's why, am I right?
9th. There's 2 days.
Oh, it's 2 days.
Yeah.
November 8th.
Double
and
the
9th.
action.
It's gonna be in Makati City in a new place called
Leap Studios.
Leap Studios
Shout out
in
to Leap.
Pasong Tamo Extension. That's a great place. I actually went ocular to that place.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the amount. There's a lot of parking.
Yes, that's the
There's
best.
there's
You're
a
gonna
lot.
host the venue in the parking lot.
Yes. There's so much parking. There's so much parking in it. But yeah, we have Tekken because we're gonna talk about Tekken. I'm a huge Tekken.
Yeah, until Tekken 5. I played straight 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's like what? 10 years ago? Probably 20 years ago.
Hey, man.
But Tekken 5 was like 2007.
I think that was the big boom. though, don't you think?
2005.
Like arcade scene here. When did you get into Tekken?
I think I started playing arcades like regularly
Tag.
around Tekken Tag.
Yeah.
Tekken Tag 1 and Tekken 6.
Tag
Yeah,
1 was huge.
It was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tag 1 was huge. Tag 1 was like when people were lining up in the arcades. And
The
just, like,
Warang
fighting each other.
Devil Jin combo. fam.
Okay, like,
Wow. Wow. Look at this guy.
Wow. Yeah, it was in arcades back then. So there was still... you remember arcades, guys?
Trauma.
Yeah. So yeah, Devil Jin, Huarang. I also love like
Everybody's just waiting to fact check you.
yeah.
I don't think there's Devil Jin in Tekken Tag.
There
Was
is.
it?
It's devil.
It's just Devil.
Okay, it's just
Yeah,
Devil.
that's right.
Devil. Sorry.
Sorry.
That sucks.
And when I
That's
saw
too specific.
when I saw King's body slam,
Oh,
like
there
10
you go.
straight body slam.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so cool.
This guy is a king main, and
Oh,
he's
king main.
competed.
Yeah,
and
So when AK was here, he's just nonstop saying it's just the chain throws.
It looks so
Every
cool.
time.
Is it easy to counter that?
I don't know.
It's a mix-up.
Until
It's a
now,
mix-up.
I think it's just mashing 1 and 2.
is it
now.
as a king main?
Correct, yes. I would say so. But there is...
But before in the arcade, you saw people doing these intricate.
No, that's the
button presses.
inputs. But if you counter it, it's just 1 and 2 or
It's
something
a guess.
like that,
It's
right?
between 1, 2, or 1 plus 2.
Or
Yeah.
1 plus 2.
So,
Okay.
So just
that's
mash.
it.
So 3 options.
And the favorite thing I go to Tekken up until now is to see the new Yoshimitsu skin and how weird
yeah.
he looks. He always looks different in each.
They have
Tekken.
fun with that. It's like reverse Paul.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
Paul is like
He looked the same.
every 4 Tekkens we let his hair down.
Yeah.
yeah, in Tekken 4.
Yeah, Tekken 4, and then now Tekken 8 they had like a
part,
like
a Karen part.
Yeah,
in
the
that.
Karen
so-
hair.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that. I mean, it's fine. We're used to it, but it's like such an unusual design choice. Because it's
point.
to the side as well.
Yeah.
That was very... I'm like, oh, okay.
It's not
been
even
using
cool looking.
new Head and Shoulders or something. Like
What did you guys think about Master Raven? So Raven then turned it
Master
into Master
Raven.
Raven.
Was that like a choice to have more female characters in, or
Harada was really into The Walking Dead.
so?
This is Michonne. It's a Michonne
Oh,
reference.
it's
I
a
didn't know that.
Michonne.
Oh, you didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
So yeah, it was.
That's not true.
It is. That's why Negan was also in Tekken 7.
Oh yeah,
Is that true?
Negan was.
I got this from Pika.
I don't know
and he's the master
I don't
Raven
know
main.
the
Shout
pure
outs.
intention, but I am confident that surely had an effect.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know Harada was that into.
He
Walking
he
Dead.
kind of wears his references on his sleeve at times, like with the characters he likes. So yeah, I think I got that from Pika. So you can fact check Pika. But yeah, I mean,
Wait, we're getting into
Yeah.
a lot of the Tekken talk, but we haven't done the intro.
We should.
So
Oh,
yes,
right.
yes. So we will proceed with all the Tekken talk. It won't be chronological. It will be very messy. It will be all about Tekken.
Prepare to hear some stupid questions.
Prepare for some stupid shit. Right after this very unnecessary OBB.
Yeah.
And we're back.
We're back, baby
Yes,
boy.
We're back. We're back with it, OB. All right, so talking about Harada, and we were talking about off the air a while ago about guest characters in other
yes,
games, and Tekken always just ends up with either a Final Fantasy guy and for some reason, a Walking Dead guy.
a Walking Dead guy.
So,
yes.
do you think Harada is also like a fan of Final Fantasy, or is it just like a business decision?
I mean, I'm sure there's a mix of both. A lot of people are fans of Final Fantasy, right? So it would make sense that whatever degree of fan they are, I don't know. But Harada loves, his TV shows like Walking Dead. He's known to be a giga Walking Dead fan.
Oh,
Actually, he's also a huge Breaking Bad fan.
Oh.
But I have
Walter
yet-
White?
I am yet to see Walter White in the
Or
game.
Better
yet.
Call
That
Saul.
would be huge.
Yeah, Saul Goodman. No, yet Huel Babineau.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
big
yeah.
dude.
The
Get
big
him
dude.
in there. He'll be the new Bob.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh.
Why not? Why not? That's crazy.
He's a lover, not a
as
fighter. though,
as
so.
we're trying to fantasy book like guest characters, you guys have a wish list of a guest character in a fighting game?
There
that
was a
hasn't happened?
rumor that was going to be Charles Barkley at some point. Because it was
I mean, if Shaq can do it.
yeah, exactly. Because the guest characters are so off tangent. Like in Tekken 7 there was Noctis and then Negan and Akuma.
Yes.
So
And what's wild with Akuma, it's Street Fighter button presses, right?
yeah.
So it's
And he has
Dragon-
meter.
Oh my
And he has
god.
meters, so it kind of like also introduced a new style of the game.
There's new mechanics that
So-
introduced for him.
Do you have any like would you want to see a real life character? Because they also had an NJPW collab.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
Lars
That's right.
does the Sling Blade, and then there's
King
the
does
Rainmaker.
Rainmaker.
Yakuza also did that. Like Kenny Omega was in 6, I think.
He was.
Yeah.
He was. So yeah, marketing. Oh, do you guys have any special? Like,
'Cause
what
here-
you want to see?
Mortal Kombat did not that for me. They had Leatherface, they had Jason, they had RoboCop.
Yeah,
That's that
RoboCop.
Warner Brother power, though.
Yeah,
Yeah. They have Rambo.
Yeah.
Rambo.
Yeah,
I think
Terminator. Yeah.
let's say Ranma.
Ranma.
in Tekken.
Ranma.
Oh, and then when he okay,
Then
Ranma
like
one
he can
half.
get wet
Yeah.
and then
And-
change like a
yeah.
change of stance or something like that.
So
Yeah.
Ranma is faster when she's a girl but weaker, and Ranma is stronger but slower if he's a dude. So
Balance.
Dude,
Yeah.
someone
Yeah.
hire Andren. That's
Yeah.
actually the idea.
Mechanics.
Get him on there. Get him on there. Now I want. Give me Doraemon.
Doraemon.
But Doraemon's OP though. He's
Yeah,
like
he's
probably
short.
one of the most godlike anime characters.
Exactly.
Like power-wise. People are like Superman versus Goku. I'm like, bro, Doraemon would smash both of them.
Well, I mean, they put Gon in 3, right? So I can imagine.
Yeah.
they could
People
put-
forget about Gon. People that don't even in the West don't even know what Gon.
Yeah,
was or is.
what was he?
So he was a manga character.
Oh.
And they had that. That was the first guest character that they ever had.
Oh.
And it was, but that's also part of why they can't bring him back. And re-releases for Tekken 3 I think are somewhat difficult sometimes because of the rights.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a little dinosaur guy. People just thought he's a Tekken character, but actually, yeah,
Yeah.
Me
he's,
too. I thought it was.
he's a manga character.
I thought he was experimenting with Dr. Briskonovich.
I don't know. I mean, there might be extra lore for that, but he has his own. He's a main character in his
Yeah.
own manga.
Is Dr. Vizgonovich like
Yeah.
tournament ready? But
I know.
I don't know about,
He
I don't know
always
about
keep-
tournament ready.
he always keeps falling down. That's his
Correct.
shtick.
Hey, we're all gonna get there, right? Don't judge him.
That's true. That's true.
It's like Tekken Tag 2 had a more playable Dr. Briskonovich, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Fair.
but I don't think people used him.
there was
He's
a
a joke
small
character,
period of
right?
years. Yeah.
Oh, really?
But there was a small window of time where there's a player. He's a former Evo champion. He's a commentator now. He does content. His name's Rip.
Yeah.
So Rip, he won, I think, 1 or 2 tournaments with Dr. B when the game
Damn.
came out.
Ah.
I'm gonna count it because it technically was a win with Dr. Boscon.
Yeah.
I don't think that stuff ever happened again at a reasonable scale, but
Yeah.
he will at least have that.
He got
Also,
nerfed.
Pokken champion.
Pokken champ.
Don't forget.
I also heard that they were trying to get Waffle House as the stage.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yep.
Because a lot of people fight on the Waffle House, Red.
You ever see those World Star videos?
Yeah. It's always Waffle House.
usually on Waffle
That
House.
chair parry catch thing was crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the girl.
Yeah.
She was so sick.
She needs a raise
Oh, man.
and a contract.
It's such a nice thing to have that we still have the Manila Madness going on here.
Hell yeah.
Because I've always known that Philippines, at least Manila, is a huge Tekken town. Like it came to a point that I think there was time zone in like the Tekken, the Tekken stages, because that's where a lot of people are saying. Is this why you're hosting Manila? How did you come to know that Tekken was huge here in Manila?
So I used to be a pro player.
Yeah.
And also, actually, no. The first time I really looked at the Philippines for Tekken was in 2012.
Okay.
Man,
that was like
2013. 2013.
You feel old. That's 12 years ago. Which Tekken was it? Was that probably...
That was Tag 2.
Tag 2.
Arcade era.
Yeah.
Wow.
Specific, and you mentioned time zone.
Yeah.
So there was the Global Championships in 2013. And AK qualified.
Yeah.
I think he turned 13 that weekend.
Jesus Christ.
He was already like a 5-year veteran.
Yeah,
right?
no, for real. And he showed up with his can of Coke and everything.
Yeah,
He's like beating up everybody.
Yeah.
The classic Coke.
Yeah,
he
no,
knows it's
yeah.
his thing.
That's his
Everybody
thing.
knows.
It's his
Like,
thing.
Yeah.
you think that we just like a lot of people just notice it. It's like the whole people.
I'm surprised
the
he
whole
never
scene.
got a Coke brand deal.
Actually,
exactly.
no?
Yeah.
But
right.
maybe one day. So that was the first time I really looked at Philippines for Tekken because of that performance. And so that was a long time ago. But the Philippines for time after that had a lot more attention. And in 2018-19, they were really doing damage. A lot of them couldn't travel because of, you have terrible passport.
Yes.
Terrible.
Very true. Very true.
Take a visa application and take a piss or something. I don't know what's going on. But we had times where for Rev, specifically for Rev. Shout out to Rev. Rev was one of my favorite tournaments on the planet.
Yeah, me too.
It was crazy. People who didn't get to experience Rev, especially at its peak, which was like 2019, they missed out.
Yeah.
That was crazy work. I know I'm glazing, but that's it deserves the glaze for sure.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people got to see the Philippines beyond Dojin and AK in that period of time because they came here. Everybody came here. It was right now. I'd say the biggest event in Southeast Asia for fighting games, especially Tekken, is Tiger Uppercut. But prior to that,
Thailand.
it belonged to Rev.
Yeah.
So everybody from everywhere came to compete at Rev. So that was one of those times where the Philippines got to show those skills. Things have changed over time, but definitely looking at the Philippines, and that's when I was competing still. So I was, playing against a lot of these people and engaging with the community.
Did you get to
from back
compete
then.
in Rev as well?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh.
The first time I saw him, I commentated his match, and it was like Brownman. I've seen it's Brownman. Oh my god, he's on stage.
There was a time that Rev Major was like so big. They were hosting it in Ollero.
That's right.
my God.
The tent.
Yeah.
That's the 2019 one.
2019 one.
I think which was the best one. I would say.
Yeah.
Because there was
for
like a
sure.
couple of
Yes.
revs after that. I think
There were.
Yeah.
I remember you, me, and Quattro were watching that, right? And you just came from a comedy show.
Yeah, dude. We went straight there. I had to do a comedy show in like the middle of Mall of Asia or something like that. I went straight there because it
Yeah.
was just a shitty show. And I'm like, dude, I wanna have fun. So we went to Ollero after and did the show. And then I remember there was so many people. Like if you're into FGC, and you would notice, like I think Tasty Steve was there.
Yeah,
Yes.
Tasty Stephen
Nee
Ripper
was there.
Daigo.
Everyone.
Daigo
was there.
Actually,
Daigo was there.
what's interesting was that was the tournament that Nee got DQ'd, so he got disqualified for not showing up for his match.
His best elimination.
Because he was held up in the bathroom because people asked for photographs and like
Well,
photos.
it's his fault.
He couldn't make his match.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Imagine asking for someone's autograph when they're holding their dick trying to take a picture.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy work.
Yeah.
So, oh, you bought your own pen? No.
That's that's a very Filipino thing to happen. And I think if you're Nee, I don't think you'd expect a lot of people to give you that attention that
Yeah,
day.
that's
you know,
true.
and I think even the organizers didn't expect a lot of people would would look at these players as like celebrities. You
Yeah.
know, because that's how they treated them here.
That is true.
I think they knew. That's the thing. That's why Nee allowed himself to be DQ'd as well. Because
Really?
He had enough points.
Yeah,
too.
he had. I think at that time the current record for I think it was that year where he was qualifying for finals. Even if he
Either way.
lost every match for the rest of the year, he
So-
was like at the top of the leaderboard. There's no way he was not qualifying, so he didn't care.
Was he flown in there? He was just there. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, his team would have sent him for that one. But yeah, but even they probably didn't really care. It's like, yeah, whatever, because he was kind of like, look, it's fine, and there's so many people that want to have their chance to meet their hero and whatever. So I think he understands that. It's like he appreciates that, so he kind of let that go.
Thank you, Nee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Nee, one of the
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
the goat.
I can't believe Daigo. Like, even though I don't run in your guys' circles, I know who Daigo is.
Yeah.
The guy from Street Fighter.
Yes, Daigo
He was
Perry.
there?
He was there.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was
Yeah,
so
yeah.
awesome.
And I think you have to give credit to Daigo and Justin for really bringing like a lot of attention to like how big FGC is. You know, because it's that clip where the parry clip.
Yeah,
that
oh
really
my God.
just like
Evo
brought a
moment
lot of people.
37.
Yeah.
Evo moment 34.
Oh,
34 is it?
37.
I could be wrong.
38 is the new one, right? Yeah.
No,
it was the
Pretty sure
Hugo
it's-
Perry.
Pretty sure it's 37, and yeah, there's a new one.
There's a new
that
one.
happened last year.
Everyone
Third
was
strike,
cheering
yeah.
like Michael Jordan in the finals when he shot that fucking jump shot.
That was really good.
Because that was in the US at that moment had never really been seen before.
Yeah.
They weren't even sure if parrying that was
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah.
So it's like watching someone do something you just
Break
didn't
a
even know.
record.
Like,
Yeah.
That's
Like seeing the first Canadian destroyer. Like, holy shit. This what?
The first, I think it was such a like lightning in a bottle captured because it wasn't even like official footage that went viral, right?
Yeah.
So I think when the thing was happening, it was such a good capsulation of what a fighting game can be thrilling, like how it can be like huge and exciting. So even if you don't understand what's happening and you see the crowd cheering,
Yeah.
you kind of have to. Now you're gonna like open a new tab and learn
what just
the fuck
happened. Yeah. That's
or
true.
just check out the comments.
I mean,
what happened?
even like the intuitiveness of just seeing like, there's a life bar. It's
Yeah.
only a pixel left. How is he
Yeah,
still
yeah.
alive? Then he's like able to parry everything.
Everything.
So it was, really
And
good.
the reason why Justin actually went with the super, since the super can do chip damage.
yes, exactly.
And it can kill.
And he
Yeah.
can't block because that will take chip damage.
damage.
So it was parry. So
Correct.
that's when you kind of know, because a moment like that went viral. Is that there's enough people who knows mechanics like this? Because when the clip started, Justin was building up his meter. He didn't
was,
have
he was.
that level 1 gauge yet, right? So that's when you kind of notice that there is huge potential in FGC, and when I was doing that, because when I got into FGC, it was a lot of Third Strike and Marvel.
the goat.
Marvel.
Yeah, and then I got into Marvel 2. And,
Damn,
and
Marvel
then
2 was so-
I got
so
it. I watched the Tekken because I play Tekken. That's because but it was just a lot of like
Bob.
Bob.
Top eight Bob.
You remember like top 8, like and there's
Tekken
like
6?
6 Bobs
It was
there.
Tekken 6 then.
So around Tekken 6 that I started watching stuff, but it wasn't as exciting as funny as Marvel 2 or Third Strike. But I think the Tekken FGC really blew up, and correct me if I'm wrong, but for me it was Tekken 7, not even Tag
Yes.
2.
Yes, I would say so.
It was a top game, I would say, because SF sucked at that time. I would say, and Marvel was like kind of
5?
Yeah.
5 SF5 ba to?
Probably
it was
in between USF4 and
No, it was that period. So Tekken 7 had a perfect storm. Obviously, COVID just went and destroyed everything, but it was on track to be something we've never seen before, because Street Fighter 5 came out in a
No story
really
mode.
unfinished state,
Yeah.
and people were not enjoying it. So they were trying, let's see what Tekken 7 is doing. Because Tekken 7 had that 3-ish year arcade run.
yeah.
And then when it came out to console, it was straight fire. And again, nothing's perfect, but it was like, this is a fun game.
Yep, yep.
It's accessible, but they've kept the skill ceiling high, and the skill floor is attainable compared to before.
Brownman is so right, because I play like Street Fighter a couple of times online, and Mortal Kombat online, they'll destroy you
Yeah.
if you don't
Super.
play it like addictively. With Tekken, you have a shot. Like it's not, you're not gonna get crushed, But dude, if you don't play online when you play Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, you're gonna get eaten alive.
You'll learn a day.
That's fair.
Tekken is the most accessible fighting game for me.
Is it? Do you think that skill wise?
I think they've really tuned Tekken 8 to cater for that.
Yeah.
So I think more than ever that is the case. But Street Fighter has done the same as well.
Modern
So
fighters.
yeah, most of the games that are coming out now are very much tuned towards the idea of catering to people who aren't already players. Whether or not that will work out long term, we'll see. But I think right now all the companies and all the developers and everything are making the correct decisions and the mistakes and learning from them. So hopefully in the next couple of years, and by the time the next installments will come out, they'll have a better understanding of how to balance that as well.
Here's a question though. Yeah, but go. I wanted to ask mostly Kevin and all that because specifically here in the Philippines, it's Tekken, right? And what do you guys think was the perfect storm of why Tekken is big here, not Street Fighter or not any other fighting game but Tekken? I know it's the arcade scene because of time
Yeah, it was
zone,
the
but-
most popular in the arcade.
but-
I actually never found out why.
Yeah. But do you have a theory? Because you freaking the arcade is a lot.
I think there was a time where the Bana passport was available in the Philippines. So there was rank mode. So you can save your rank.
Yeah.
And that made a lot of
Sweet.
players very competitive.
Yeah, we felt seen because I feel like a lot of the Street Fighter cabinets were like pirated cabinets. You know what I mean? Like they were like
they probably were.
they were like unupdated. Like, and the Tekken was like I think we were always up to date with the
to date.
versions and everything.
Correct. That's probably true. And what happens is, let's say a lot of players are very regular at let's say time zone, quantum, etc. And they befriended the staff and everything. So basically, the staff they just ask the staff, "Oh, can you maintain this? Can you replace the levers and stuff?" So it's well maintained, so everyone can play.
Remove the man flesh that's stuck between.
Can you remove the sweat?
Did you guys ever hear of the Filipino mode in Marvel?
What?
Oh
So,
yeah.
What is that?
So
That's really good.
So what they did in Marvel cabs before to make their token last longer, they were able to hack the machine to make the life points more.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's really hacked, right?
Or it's more of a mode.
It's like a
or
mode,
something.
yeah.
Before you end,
switching.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
dip
It's
switch.
the
Yeah,
handicap.
go ahead.
Yeah, the
It's a
handicap.
handicap.
Well-
So that's why when Justin came here and challenged our champion, he was like, "Whoa, you guys have your own settings, you have your own this and that," because they're not used to playing in that mode either, because everything changes because of the scaling. So yeah, it's just to make our coins last longer.
Yeah.
and he lost, I think.
Yeah, he did.
For those who don't know, so the way that's done generally is when you boot up the system, you can go into like the settings that usually would only be accessible by the people who have the keys. So if you remember, the key holders back in the day were gods, right?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, if you had the key at the arcade, bro, everyone's on your nuts, dude. Like you were like the god of
Oh yeah.
anything, because especially when people were religiously going to the arcade, that's something else. So the ability to open the thing, put in credits, change settings, do whatever you needed to do. So you could change the settings of like how many rounds, how much health you have, the timer, everything, right? So I think it's there for the Filipino mileage, they increase the health from what I'm hearing. That's pretty interesting.
So I think it's also that, and I
That's
think
a good like economical case study.
right.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
Just
from a
making
third
it
world
last long.
perspective and everything.
Yeah, because you lost a lot of money in those metal slug cabinets.
So you might as well.
Might as well.
Unlimited retries.
Yeah.
Fucking 500 bullets, and you need to take one hit.
I do think there was a surge in arcades, and correct me if I'm wrong here, because Tekken 5 DR, that's when Dragunov and Lily came out.
That's right.
And I feel like those characters attracted so much more audience than everything else. Because Dragunov was super badass, Lily attracted like
It was a
millions-
good
yeah.
upgrade because I remember if you were playing Tekken 5 and we had those cabinets that are like when you're just solo in the screen and then just you're not beside each other.
The head-to-head ones.
Yeah. I remember if you're playing and someone challenges you and then he would pick Steve. And then you take a look at who you're fighting. It's a Korean guy. And then it would be a Korean guy playing Steve will just body you. And you would lose your money because of that. And then I think DR went to patch things up and then not made Steve or Brian really OP. Steve or Brian was really OP in Tekken 5. I remember.
Yes,
Both of them
the
were,
first
yeah.
one, 5.0.
Yeah. So
okay.
I think when people said that they patched it, it was like a new thing for everyone.
Oh
That
yeah,
what?
patches. Yeah, yeah.
You can update these things.
What?
Yeah, they had to
already-
come in and physically. It wasn't like, yeah. Here's the chop on the
patch.
Wi-Fi. Let me update. It was like, nah, we got to send a guy.
Yeah.
You
Oh
got
my
to
God.
pay for this. That was the thing. A lot of arcades didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
because it costs money. But for the ones that had so much traffic coming, they're like, actually, this is why wouldn't I do this, right?
Yeah, so DR made it worth it to like upgrade it, and it all came with the patches and the balance updates and everything. But it all just it all went to Dragunov. I guess. All the power went to Dragunov.
What I remember about Tekken 5 is you got to play Space Invaders when you waited.
Well, that's
Oh
the
yeah.
Vanilla, when the thing boots up.
Yeah.
Just like on the PS2, I was on the PS2.
Yeah.
Boot up, you get space. No, that was Tekken 1, I think, and then the PS2 had that 3D space. What was it called? You know, what
It
I'm
was
talking about.
Galaga.
Yeah.
Galaga.
No, sorry. The Galaga was on the
First one.
the first one. I think it was. But then the PS2 version of Tekken 5 had the Starblade. I think it was called. Something like that.
I did remember. Oh, yeah.
And you could unlock that full game in the game.
Yeah.
If you unlock
Those
the
were
right thing.
such great games within games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like Yakuza has Virtua Fighter 4.
They do.
Why is this install so?
taking a while.
It's an extra
So
40
that's like 3 hours. Yeah, it's good. I like when they put in that content.
Yeah.
Now everything's a bit difficult because everything's so accessible. You can get anything you want, download whatever you want. But back then it was
Emulators.
like, holy crap. Because like, again, Tekken 5 had arcade history mode where it had Starblade
yeah.
and then Tekken 1, 2, and 3. For a lot of people, that was crazy. Because
That was insane.
They, like, that's unthinkable now.
Yeah.
But that was a huge deal at the time because getting your hands on those
Yeah.
cost money. And also to have it all unified there.
Yeah.
And so now you can play all these 3 extra games that in the arcade version, obviously, of it, but that now you could experience those games, or if you'd never played them before, now you've just got them here and you could expose yourself to them.
God
Like,
damn, I love
it's just
video games.
It's just extra value for
100%.
Yeah, for what you purchase as well. But yeah, sorry to like switch gears here a little bit. But we're going back to Manila Madness. It's gonna be on November 8th and 9th. When Rev Major left the scene, there was a huge void that you have to fill. Did you feel any pressure?
Yeah,
Kind of like filling that void. As a
So-
Rev Major enjoyer yourself.
Yeah. I was like, damn, that sucks. Well, the thing was, Manila Madness was originally just supposed to be a one-time thing.
Yeah.
Just for fun, to show some love for the community. And they've always been, we've always had a good relationship. Ever since 2019, they've just shown me so much love. And I did the same back. And then I'm like, all right, cool. I haven't been able to come back to the Philippines for like 3 years because of COVID. So the first Rev was back in 2022, like when they brought it back. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to have it was actually jokingly, Pika, RakEnRol, he used to have a podcast. And he interviewed me on there years ago in like 2020. And Pika jokingly said, I don't think it was joking, but he said,
We need you.
when next time you come here, we're gonna,
I love you.
We're gonna. They're never joking when they say that. But he said, "Oh yeah, we're gonna hold the tournament in your honor when you come next time." And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's fun. That's cool, no worries." And then when it's time to come back, I'm like, "No, I'm gonna hold the tournament in their honor, right? Just as a whole." And it was something that it was kind of planned last minute, within like a month and a half. And I was asking, like, who do I talk to at least so I can have a guy on the ground here, like who's good to talk to, and they recommended Kevin. And I'm like, yeah, that's the guy I spoke to 2 years ago. Like, so yeah, we started doing that, and then we slapped it together as quickly as we could. We hosted it at Playbook Esports, the venue in Circuit, and yeah, everyone loved it. And then everyone's like, so when's next year's one? I was like, what?
I have responsibility for that.
Wait, what do you mean? And then I'm like, oh, all right, let me think about this.
No,
But
you're
I was like,
responsible
just the
for
way
it.
I am, it's just kind of like, yeah, fuck it, we ball.
Yeah.
We just do. That's most of my life. I'm just like, let me just do that shit. Now I do that as a career, or whatever shit like that. So we did the second one the year after, and that was unfortunately the final year of Rev, so 2023.
Yeah.
And that wasn't. I found that out actually towards the end of my trip that time. So I found out very early that was going to happen. I didn't tell anybody. So I'm like, I'm not supposed to know this, right? So I found out about a lot of things that were going to be happening. I'm like, oh, crap. So when it ultimately did happen, and I thought about this ahead of time, but I'm like, I'll worry when it comes to it. But everyone's like, literally, imagine someone tells you, you're sitting there, someone tells you, like if I'm a random person, oh yeah, Rev's over now. And imagine if they just turn to me. And then it's just like, oh, I guess...
That's the pressure right there. Yeah.
It wasn't as much. I guess I'm fortunate. I didn't really feel pressure like that. It was more just like, all right. It's like we have to do it, but it's also I know that if I didn't, the Philippines no disrespect to anybody, of course, but under the circumstance of what was happening, Philippines would have kind of been screwed for a while.
Yeah.
Because there was no one at the time that had the standing and the resources to really do what needed to be done at an international scale. Just especially due to how fresh it was when everything just kind of got created, right? Where it was like, okay, the parent company for Rev was gone, PBE was gone. That was holding up a lot of things, a thread that was holding a lot of the Filipino community here. So with that gone, it created this huge vacuum and everybody split up.
Yeah.
That was one of the biggest issues. We're trying to work on it still, but it's very difficult to kind of unify people. And it's not like you guys have to be best friends. Like I don't care, man. You just have to learn to work together when you need to work together.
Exactly.
And everybody wins.
That's why me
Everybody
and
can
Red
eat.
do this. Like we're not friends.
We're not friends.
Yeah, what? I could tell. Like there was a dartboard out there with his face on it. But it had a knife in it. That was kind of weird.
That was my night.
But yeah, so that's why kind of we kept going from there. And part of my goal was to, okay, well, I need to kind of rebuild. And I haven't spoken about it to too many people too publicly, but I know Kevin knows and Poch knows, where it's like what I want to do is kind of rebuild the infrastructure and help everyone be self-sufficient again.
Yes.
And my thing isn't like, oh, Manila Man is going to be the biggest event in the Philippines forever. It's more just, we just need to do this right now. And then hopefully it allows a healthy resurgence within the Philippines and Southeast Asia. And, you know, in the future, another event could then take over as the biggest thing around and this and that. And I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
It's just more like, this is just what we need right now.
Yeah.
I'm also just trying to raise the standard of what people are willing to accept for an event. And it takes time, especially
It does take a lot of
realistically,
time.
as you guys all know, working on larger things and collaborative efforts in the Philippines can be very trying.
Yeah.
To get all the moving pieces moving correctly.
It's quite trying.
It is, yes. I'll be very polite.
Try
I would
really
like to
hard.
continue
Yeah.
to do business here. If you know, you know. I don't know. But yeah, so it is something that gets worked on. But over the time, what I'm always prioritizing is giving local opportunities.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those things where I'm always looking at the future. And I know a lot of time I'm working with people who don't quite see the same thing, but it's like, just trust me and it'll work out. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I'm trying to give the exposure to the community here. I'm trying to use as much local talent as possible because it allows people to show their skill. And then also, okay, you worked on Manila Madness event. That now means something.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, okay, so you worked on Manila Madness. Okay, so that's something on your resume that can get you more work, that can get you more jobs, it can, you know, help you out.
That's good. I never saw it that way. That's a
Yeah,
really
that's
good
something
way to-
because I guess
portfolio building, right?
It is, and it really, and that's the thing. At the start, it's like it's not really, the name isn't, you know, that valuable. But as time goes on, I know how it works. So it's like, okay, I'm always willing to give people chances. Where we've had a lot of people we've brought on, where it's like, okay, they fucked up, right? We're allowed to say fuck you, right? Okay, good. All right, just making sure.
Has no
they fucked
standards.
up, right? So for me, when it comes to fucking up, if you did, okay, let me look at what happened.
Yeah.
If that was just a learning mistake or whatever, and it wasn't too drastic, it's like, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Okay. And as long as I can see you're actually trying your best to keep learning and doing
It was
stuff.
like well intended,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm like, cool, I'll keep you, no problem. And people get often, because of the culture that people have had to deal with in various places, but especially what some people have had to deal with here, is like, if you fuck up, you may not get paid. Or you may just get, you're blacklisted or whatever. I'm very much like, and people, I've seen the fear in people's eyes when they realize, and I'm like, hey, chill, hold on, let's see what happened, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Yeah, you still get paid. I'm not going to not pay you.
Yeah.
And I'll bring you back next time as well. And they're like, what? They didn't expect that. But it's like, but there's been many people where it's like, this guy does not give a shit. He's probably going to make the same mistake next time. All right, cool. Hey, you're still getting paid, but they're never going to come back again.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never bringing them back. But I'm willing to invest in people. And that's what it is ultimately, right? Because as you invest in people, if you want to look at it from even a selfish perspective, it's you invest in people as they grow, as they get better, they keep working with you and you feed off each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you both grow and everybody wins.
Yeah. I've been waiting to feed off this
Yes,
guy.
I knew,
For a long
I knew you were gonna say that.
I've been investing so much. Yeah, but
The return's about to happen.
The moment you said beneficial for both of you, oh, Red's gonna say that.
yeah.
Keep believing. You got this, man. Don't
It
worry.
will come. It will come. I will. But I totally get. I totally get the perspective. I actually.
Investing on people. That's what enrolled.
It's such a thing that a lot of people I think overlook when people do things like these, it does look like you're just doing it to be profitable. But at
We're
the core,
not. I can promise you.
We're profitable. Oh my god.
That's
You get paid?
Yeah. But a lot of people, like when it's outside looking in, they're doing this because it's a business. They think they feel like that because it's commerce. Like they buy tickets and shit like that, right? And it's crazy to think that a lot of people, unless you're involved in the actual thing, they don't know how much passion it is and how much self-investment or how much, I was gonna say, resources are put in here that you don't even get back. It's because you just love the thing that you're doing. When we first met, you flew in here for like I think a Manila Madness that you were what was it? Last year or 2 years ago, or yeah. And then I kept asking Poch, what's his deal? Why does he keep fucking flying in here, spending a lot of money for like a show that I've like. Because I do events, and I just like do a rough calculation in my head. He's not gonna make a lot of money. He's not gonna make any money doing like steering a ship this big, and producing the show and just looking at like the revenue streams that you're doing, like top of the head. It's like, oh, he's not gonna make any money. So that's why I know like this guy's for real. Because there's a lot of things like I've been involved in like comedy, wrestling here. That really started as a zero, like wrestling is still zero, zero profit industry. Like one of them flourished into something that has become our living right now, and then the other one, which is wrestling, which is I'm involved in Poch then as well. I don't think a lot of people realize that when we bring talent in, it's usually like out of our own pockets.
Yep.
You know, it's just because we wanted to raise the scene here and then bring, like what you said, bring a standard that people like, you know. People can enjoy, you know, and that's why I think like Manila Madness is such a great project. We call it project. Event.
It's a
like
project. I mean, it's
like a passion project.
Whatever people need it to be.
And I love the emphasis on developing local talent to bring it up to scale. That using the Manila Madness as a platform to say that Poch or Kevin. Or Pika or whoever talent that they have there, they're like up to code. They're standard. They're world class. I mean, Poch did Evo for.
It's pretty Hollywood. Wow.
Yeah. And when he came back here, his head was like the ego. Was
no.
He didn't even talk to me for 6 months.
No way. I was with
Really
you.
fucked up. I
first time
pay
seeing
him to
him.
be here. It's come out of the Manila Madness.
Yeah. He said it's like we had to address him as Sir Poch for a good format.
It's like you had the full name. It's PochSpice.
PochSpice.
He had the diamond hat.
You have to don't hyphenate me.
Don't hyphen
Don't you
It's
dare.
the capital S, right? It's a Poch capital S after the before the spice, right? But yeah, do you feel you guys Poch and RakEnRol, PochSpice and RakEnRol? Do you feel like you're seen in this kind of like project like Manila Madness?
Yes, I think especially now since Manila Madness or basically Rev Major, went away. Originally, of course, Manila Madness was actually tied with Rev Major.
Not officially, by the way.
Not officially.
Hold on.
So
I've had this issue before.
not officially, but basically it was made at least a week after Rev Major, so people, international local players, can just visit, Manila Madness to attend.
Yeah.
But now, since Rev Major is no longer here, and we're just, the event alone. There are a lot of events here in the
It used to be a supplemental event.
correct.
Yes.
To Rev Major, so
That
that
was the
when
plan.
people fly in here, they'll stay a few days later and then do Manila Madness after. Yeah.
Yes. And pretty much it's just like wrestling. You just have to listen to the players, to the fans, on what they think what your IP is about. So they think this Manila Madness is the new thing. So we still see ourselves, Manila Madness is, not the replacement of anything or any event.
It's its own thing.
It's still the
Yeah,
same
I think
thing.
it's more community driven than Rev.
Correct.
I would say, because Rev is more of like a real show where they have sponsors. They have
Yeah, we're fake.
They have
Yeah.
Viva Max people
Well,
in between.
Yeah, Raylo
Yeah.
Black
More
was
like
there.
corporate.
Raylo Black was
Hey, yo,
there.
shout out to all that talent. But you're free to come to Manila
I
Madness
think that
as an
was my
attendee.
fault.
No,
Yeah,
what? Raylo Black?
Yeah, I think so.
He was was the one that suggested? You're the one
You
suggested
suggested
that?
some-
Of course you
Black.
did.
No.
Of course you fucking did, dude.
So when we
It's a
went,
great suggestion, man.
Yeah, great suggestion.
She put me in a headlock.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
got
welcome.
to meet her. Yeah, thank you.
So that was way back when I was still with Playbook Esports.
Ah, I
So
see.
AK and Dojin went to Amsterdam.
And she
I
was there.
and I just just
What
talked
kind
to her.
of meeting
please."
happened?
No, it's just the normal meeting. Just
Sowing the seeds.
It's like
Yes.
AK and Dojin came out like, you go, guys. Guys, I think we gotta bring in Ray Little for the next
just
Ray.
actually
Why are you all sweaty?
told her. I just casually told her, "Oh, have you been to the Philippines? No, so you have a
Were
lot.
there-
You have a lot of fans there.
Is there a lot of heavy breathing as you're
Yeah,
asking this?
yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy meet and greet.
That's
Yeah.
right.
It was that was 2023. Yeah.
That was the last rev.
That was the
In
last
SMX.
rev.
Yeah.
Correlation isn't causation. But
Yes.
I mean, you know what's funny about the Viva Max part as well? Outside of the Philippines, people don't know what that is. And that
Yeah.
wasn't streamed. I just remember sitting there, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. What is happening right now?
I remember I had to host the Viva Max show match.
Yeah.
And they decided to play DOA.
Of course.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
DOA,
yeah.
though.
DOA,
Oh my
DOA.
Big at the coach.
The original one wanted to play Smash.
Oh,
wanted to
okay.
play
That-
Smash.
that
Yeah.
would've-
If you know what I'm saying.
Nintendo
man.
would have breathed fire. on
Yeah,
your ass.
so they're like, no,
Yeah.
DOA. So I'm like, okay.
That are alive. Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
The
they do.
boob physics
Yeah,
of that.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was little like, okay, I don't know.
If you guys don't know what Viva Max is, go Google it in
They know.
incognito
They
tab.
know.
They
No,
know.
there's
they know.
international viewers out there. man.
They know.
Yeah, for all the people from Australia and other countries that are watching because of me being here, go Google Viva Max
Viva Max
incognito tab.
is the most subscribed streaming
Yes, it
platform
is.
in
In the Philippines, yeah.
It has
Yes.
more subscribers than Netflix.
It does.
It's
I don't know
crazy.
if that's true.
It
but-
is. It is
true.
very
It's
true.
true.
It is very much true.
See,
It's crazy true.
It's about
Gcash-
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's about time. This guy.
Rock and roll rules. He brought Ray
That's why his
Little,
name's Rock and Roll.
he brought Ray Little Black. Come on, dude.
He
Come
just
on.
stays horny, man.
Oh, don't say that. My wife and kid is watching.
Yeah, see, he knows he has a kid, right? How did that happen?
Okay.
Of course.
So yeah, we gotta
So
get
you're
wholesome.
saying all of the parents are
Wow.
all
just
horny.
kidding.
All horny.
okay.
All
Yes.
of them. Every single one.
Yes, we are
All about
all,
parents.
all born
Fair.
of horniness.
Goddamn gamers.
Spawned from horny.
The gaming community is the best and worst thing that's ever happened to video games.
We'll get the word out there that you brought Ray Little Black here.
No,
You'll
no, I
receive
don't want
the most
Yeah.
insane high fives.
Yes,
in your
from
life.
Yeah, like, are you rock and roll?
Yeah.
Hell.
From fat dudes. Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
I think
your
there's
hand
mixed
stick?
emotion. I think there's mixed reaction to that because they think, oh, because they brought Ray Little back, that Rev Major went away, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. So
Nah.
yeah, so because they thought that this was a different Rev Major, I think this was not the Rev Major that I know.
That's the tip of the
focus-
iceberg.
That's
And-
not-
Yeah,
that's
no, it's
stupid.
yeah.
No, parents are not happy
It's
about
not like
that
he
for
was
real.
there like massaging the players
Yeah,
while
she
we're
was
fucking
there and she enjoys
playing. She was
video
just,
games.
she had her own segment. That's
Yeah,
all.
it's fine.
The meet and greet and
Yeah, it's a
some
meet
other
and greet,
stuff like
man.
that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing her backstage and stuff, and I'm like, this is really random. Like, I got I got like Poch, Pika's over there, I think Knee's over there, out there, and then you got Ray Little Black, and I'm just kind of like, I'm very much looking forward to how this is perceived.
Yeah, it was a weird
yeah.
explanation to my girl because when I took the picture, it kind of went. There's a lot of shares of that picture, but she was putting me in a headlock, and then I remember telling my girlfriend at the
That's the way
time.
Red says it.
You notice he said at the time.
At the time,
At the time.
because what I told my girlfriend was I'm going to a Tekken event,
Ah.
and this was the picture that came out. So it was very Ray Little Black was.
The question is, why does she know who that is?
I mean, okay,
well,
cool.
well, I mean, come
Yeah, I mean, that's all I'm saying.
that's a lot. He's pretty popular.
Did you ask her to? Oh, can you headlock me or something?
No,
No.
she. I think. Who's that girl?
Why
The
are you
producer
stuttering?
girl.
Why are you stuttering?
I'm not
Reda?
stuttering. It's hard to speak in English because it's not my first language.
It's really hard to have them here.
Yeah.
I call them Manila Madness, but there's always English Madness.
But yeah, I think one of the producers said that I run the wrestling thing
okay.
here, and then she's like, "Oh, I know how to put on a headlock." It's like everybody knows how to put on a headlock, but she went technical, and she said, "Oh, you got to show your face, things like that." So, she's really into wrestling.
wow.
So the stink face was out of the.
Whoa.
Out of the option.
This guy.
I'm sorry.
What did I say?
It's wrestling.
It's wrestling. It's wrestling.
Yeah, I know what it is.
So,
One
anyways,
thing can mean two things.
let's talk about Tekken, guys.
Let's talk about Manila Madness.
No, speaking of actually, I heard actually a slight relevant segue. Speaking of all that stuff, shout out to all the people we talked about. I heard you like things busting in your mouth.
Wow, what a
What?
I got a snack for you from Australia.
Oh,
right?
that's great.
Oh, yeah, here, let's
It's not Vegemite, right?
No.
Because a bunch of like Filipino Australian cheat coders.
some, yeah.
Oh God! All right,
There you go.
wait. Here,
Or
I have a
pass
yellow
the
one.
thing.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Shit.
Do we have
So
to be
do we just
careful of
eat
the
it?
reaction?
Sure.
It does bust in your mouth.
Live on camera.
Yes, tomorrow.
I imagine this is what Smurf cum tastes like.
What the?
Why do you imagine that? It's not even blue.
Yeah.
Wait, why did you go straight to Smurf?
I don't know.
It's crazy, right?
It's okay.
Yeah.
That's
You
good.
guys want any?
Oh man,
I'll put
that
it
was
in
really
for-
good.
That's good.
Yeah.
These are the times that you wish you're not watching your blood sugar and shit like that. Yeah.
So, Brownman is officially like really good at giving food recommendations.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
great.
So, yeah, when
That's
you're in
my
Australia-
credentials right here, buddy.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
yeah. I heard you're into Crosta Pizza.
Yes, I know people have heard that.
Only cross the.
I've eaten there so many times.
It's really good.
I got to meet the owner, and the owner is like this jacked lady. Just really jacked lady, and it's like, I guess pizza's a good way to get jacked or something.
She's married to the Australian, right?
Yeah.
They have a cute dog.
Yeah,
Aw.
they do. A Rottweiler is really
Wow.
cute. Yeah. So, Crosta actually is one of my favorite places. But right now, it's really hard to get.
Oh my God,
to get
it's
a
so
pie
hard
right
to get
now.
a-
Yeah.
So, you know, Brownman, if Costa's listening, he's like the biggest ambassador. Like when international players come, he brings them to Costa. And they're
The
like,
amount of business I've brought to Costa, even to the locals. Because you actually know,
insane.
prior to my involvement
Yeah.
in that unofficial marketing campaign, people even here weren't really on that. So now more and more people are, and I will take credit for that. Because they're very proud of having like one of the best pizzas in Southeast Asia or something
it's
award.
good.
No, but they have the Brownman Approval Award, which is
Yeah.
far more important than anything.
Yeah.
They need to get that framed.
Yeah,
in the
fuck
restaurant.
that top 28 pizza in
Yeah,
the
no,
world or
this
something
is
like that.
top one Philippines pizza Brownman. So it was just have a photo of a thumbs up, just certified.
Yeah.
They should get that. But yeah, I hopefully will be able to work with them at some point in the future. So if that opportunity does arise, let me know. But yeah, Crosta. If we want to talk about how much we've had Crosta, there was a 7-day period I was here. I had it 6 times.
Okay,
I
so,
won't do it. I won't do it again. I used to. Oh no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
no. So there's a reason for that, and we actually,
I think he likes Crosta.
I think that's a big reason.
there's also another reason, but I don't think he would like me to share it.
Oh, go.
But it's okay since we're
Go
already
ahead.
here.
okay.
So, and also, Red, you might also react badly on this one.
I don't know
Oh
what
no!
the
So
hell.
basically-
Don't do that. Don't
What
do
is
this.
this?
No,
So
no, no, no.
the
I know where it's
reason why
going.
he eats Crosta, most of the time, especially when he was staying here in the Philippines, like for a week, right? So he's actually really picky when it comes to food.
Oh.
So he only eats what he thinks good food is. So his standard is really high.
It's not that high. Everyone
No,
else's
it's really
standard
high.
is really
It's
For the
really
Philippines,
high.
It's just different, I think.
I think it's really high.
Yeah.
So when he first went to Jollibee, our favorite thing, it's a Filipino staple.
Oh shit! Here we go.
It's okay. I'm not in contract with Jollibee anymore. So
Anymore.
we can trash
But if they're
now.
interested,
So long story short, he doesn't like it. So I think he tried it 4 times.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's the people that don't try it and says it sucks would be invalid.
that's a
for
problem.
me. Yeah, that's a problem.
I, like
At least
even
try
if the
it.
opinion's the same as mine or whatever. My thing is like it needs to be a real opinion. It can contradict mine. I don't care. But if you've done the work to verify like what your claim is, then I respect it.
Yeah. It's a lot of things. There's a lot of things I don't like too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Like, Andre.
Like, what's your hot take? What are
Yeah,
your
food
Hot
hot
take?
takes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
food
yeah.
hot takes.
Oh,
I don't like adobo.
Really?
Sorry, what?
It's not my favorite.
Wait,
It's not
but
my-
but you don't like adobo as a flavor overall? You don't like particular chicken adobo or something?
I don't like any adobo. Like if it's there, I'll eat it.
What
but
is what is the issue? I guess.
It's too. simple. It's too salty. Like for me, it's just too
Wow.
salty.
It's salty sauce.
Yeah, it's
I get you.
yeah, it's
soy
So
sauce.
if it was
Yes.
less salty, you cool with it, or is it just you just don't like that flavor anymore, or don't like that flavor?
because I had it so much growing up.
that's
That's
true.
part of
I
it
mean,
is that like
yeah.
it was because it's so easy to cook it. And
Have you had a good one?
I don't think he has.
I think that's where a lot of times, and I think we've all had it where we will end up not liking your food because we've been exposed to
shitty ones.
I like
lower
how the
quality
foreigner is schooling you on adobo.
I know.
But I get it.
but
I
I-
get it.
I
But
speak
it's,
the international language of food.
that's why it's kind of a hot take because a lot of people love adobo.
See?
But
Yeah.
for me,
And that's
it's
a fair opinion. Like
Yeah.
if you ultimately just for whatever reason don't like adobo, that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
But I always, whenever that comes up, when I think something is that can be tasty, I think usually it's either they have historical or emotional reasons that they don't like the thing, or they've just lacked the experience of a good one. Because probably when I don't know if you like your parents or what's going on. with you,
Whoa.
but, no. But I mean, like, yeah. But
I love
I'm
my
assuming-
mom.
Yeah, but does she? And maybe his mom. Please look away now.
Yeah.
Oh
does
my
she
God.
cook well?
she's I'll give her a 5 out of 10.
Okay, so that's pretty bad. I think what's happening here is maybe she didn't prepare it well. He got exposed to that throughout his childhood because it is easy.
Yeah.
It's like when they're working hard or doing whatever, come home. I'm not saying it's a good one is easy, but it's easy to technically have made what is
Yes.
called adobo, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's probably consumed lackluster adobo for the majority of his life, and
I
he's
think
like,
so.
"Yo, this shit's
Well,
whack."
well, I'll take you to a place where they
There we
have good
go.
adobo, and then or maybe I'll cook adobo.
Yeah, just I would say
Yeah.
give if you can do it for me.
Wow.
But
Give it a
just
try.
If you could verify one
Yeah.
top tier adobo, get him
Yeah.
to try it. If he still doesn't like it, all
That's
good.
that's all good.
Like you can, I'm not an adobo advocate either,
Yeah.
but it's just I think from what I'm hearing, I'm like
It's gonna be like a
understand
lower
what's
third
happening
tier.
Just give it a
Brownman,
chance.
Adobo, loves
Adobo advocate.
Yeah.
fights for adobo.
Yes, I work for Big Adobo.
Hi, guys. We are the Eavesdrop Podcast. My name is Francesca.
My name is Jelly.
This is Delamar.
This is Jude. What's up?
Yeah, and we are inviting you to check us out, your fellow TPN podcast.
And if you want to learn more about life, what's happening around us, you want to know about love, healing, this is the podcast you should be listening to.
Eavesdrop, 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 eavesdrop. Sometimes we get drunk and do the show. Those are the fun ones.
Like today,
Ooh, why? Who's drunk?
Like right now.
you're red as a bug.
Am I? Eavesdrop, please catch it. 4 hosts going crazy. You'll have fun. You'll cry. Everything else. So please check it out. The Eavesdrop.
Only on the Pod Network.
Why doesn't he like what do you what don't you like about Jollibee?
Yeah,
Yes,
wait,
let's
Oh,
talk
okay.
about that. Let's talk about
Oh, I don't think you guys want to talk. I'm ready. I'm embarrassed.
No, no.
Let's go.
Go.
So, Jollibee got free exposure last year via Manila Madness 3. I'm still upset about that.
No, that's
Anyway.
that's intentional.
But
Insider.
He was insider for them. Yeah. He worked for the B. He's part of the hive. Bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Mine.
Yeah.
so what? Primarily, regardless of whatever season, I'm not even getting to the point of the seasonings this or that. Fundamentally, within the Philippines, unfortunately, the produce quality is so low that you can only get so far with it. Like, especially when Jollibee is targeted to be being able, and it's feeding the and I will always give Jollibee the credit where it is a very special thing for the nation because as socioeconomically, the Philippines is not the most fortunate, unfortunately. Hopefully that'll change at some point. But historically, it has not been. And Jollibee was there, cost effective enough to be a treat for people and even just be an affordable food to feed the nation,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It may not be the most healthy thing ever, but the Philippines do not care about that. So that's fine. Philippines food comprises of 1 carb, 1 fry, 1 salt, and 1 sugar. That is Filipino food in a
Yes,
nutshell.
yes.
Anyone could deny that, but it's just the way it is. Jollibee has that, right? And it has it at, you could eat a full meal for like 100 to 200 pesos. Obviously, price has gone up. The problem there is, though, you can't buy the best quality chickens when you're at that price range. I'll take a bite of a drumstick and I can taste that this chicken died with student debt.
Yeah.
He had 3 kids and 4 jobs. And he died in debt. So I'm like, I could taste the stress. So You can only take it so far.
That's a
Whatever
good
seasoning you wanna
perspective
put.
because
Yeah.
I ate as I went to Sydney and Melbourne, and yes,
Mr. Worldwide.
With-
Mr. Worldwide over here, huh?
I got flown in
Must
there
be
to
nice.
do shows.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
Must be nice. So, dude, the quality of ingredients there is crazy, and vegetables are so cheap. The beef that, and I don't think if I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but I filled the suitcase with lamb and beef.
Yo.
The imagery on that's kind of crazy. When you bag onto tears
Oh
and
my
leaking and shit.
Yeah, man, I didn't care. Like I had to slide it with like,
Beef
paper and
juice.
because we were after the tour, we stayed with a cousin of another comedian, and then I asked like, "Yo, the steak is really good. Like it doesn't have that sometimes our beef here has like a certain like kind of like
Langsa.
yeah langsa or I don't know how to pronounce it. That, like it has like a weird smell or a weird taint
I'm
to
aware,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. So I asked like, is there a way that I can send beef from here to the Philippines? Like just put it in your bag. I do it all the time. He said. I was
it
like,
all the
it's like I'll go
Hell yeah.
I'll go to you to one of the groceries. We just went there, went to the meat section, filled up like as much steak as we can get and lamb and everything. Put it in my luggage that same day and went back. When I got back to the Philippines, I checked on it. It was still cold.
Nice.
Yeah. And until to this day, I think there's still a couple of pieces of steak
Nice.
in my parents' refrigerator somewhere. That we just like, all right, let's cook the good beef this time.
During special
Yeah,
events
yeah.
or
ganda.
occasions.
It's crazy. Like Australian meat or produce, if you're used to it and you eat local produce
Yeah.
here, you'd probably like think it's like
No, it makes a huge difference, and so I'm very fortunate to have that as my baseline.
Yeah.
But then I'm not afraid to still objectively be like, yeah, well, relative to this,
Yeah.
it's hard, and I'm not expecting everyone to have the same level. But here's my issue, right? Here's the counter to, because obviously people will be very patriotic with the Philippines and stuff, so they're going to defend Jollibee to death.
Of
And
course,
that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I don't have to. I'm not saying you can't eat it. I'm just saying stop making me eat it.
I won't.
He's been number one Jollibee advocate.
it's ingredients. There, guys.
Yeah, it's a fundamental issue. So now I could like Jollibee if I had it in another country with the exact same seasoning, everything with the spaghetti, everything with a high quality chicken.
Yeah.
And I'll be I love Jollibee in this particular format.
Yeah.
But then if you take me back with the
Yeah.
original ingredient, I'm like, I don't know if I can do that. Now, one thing that, and again, I may upset some people here, but I think it's worth considering here. So, the Philippines is more expensive than people think it
Yeah.
would be when they compare to other Southeast Asian nations. Still very cost effective, relatively, especially comes from Australia, wherever. But the one thing that is an issue in the pipeline is the produce quality, like as a whole, not just the chicken, the beef, the whatever. Because if you go to, I don't use Malaysia or Thailand or even
Vietnam.
Indonesia and Vietnam as examples, right, within Southeast Asia, the produce quality and price. So the produce quality is significantly higher as a baseline, and the price is lower as well. I'm not complaining about the price necessarily. I mean, at a local level, people would like it, cheaper. But what you're getting for the money is a problem, I feel here,
Yes.
even at a local level.
It is.
Where it's like somebody's ripping you guys off, and I think it's you guys.
Yeah.
So, which is unfortunate, right?
There's a whole agriculture problem here in the Philippines for such a very agriculturally rich country.
Yep.
Right.
We're fucking things up in so many levels. We're fucking things up in. Sorry, I don't know why this became.
How did we?
Yeah, Tekken.
Tekken.
Yeah.
I told you before the podcast we're going to be talking about other stuff.
Everything.
Yeah. So I'm a huge supporter of a certain senator, Kiko Pangilinan. He's a very huge supporter in improving our agricultural ways. So there's lots of problems. I'll just do it before we go back to Tekken. So because it's particularly interesting that someone like Brownman would notice these things, because I think it's gotta bring awareness to a lot of people as well. So here's where we're fucking up our farmers. One is that there's a lot of middlemen buying the produce, and they're buying it from farmers at hella cheap prices, and they can't negotiate because they don't know how to negotiate. Two is that there's a lot of spoilage and a lot of logistical problems. They don't do proper crating. They don't do proper transportation. So the produce gets transported, half of it gets spoiled or gets wasted or gets ruined.
Put inside a Jeep.
Yeah, they put it inside a fucking Jeep. They don't put crates in it, right? They don't put it in crates, just put it in net bags and shit like
just
that.
fucking shove it in there.
At least
in
he
there.
puts it in suitcases. Come on, guys. That raises the standard.
Exactly. These things, the produce that gets ruined are taken into account when they buy the produce from the farmers. So they'll say, we'll buy this at X amount for a kilo, considering that half of this kilo will get ruined.
It's factoring in spoilage.
Yeah, it's
is what they
factoring
call it,
spoilage. So the farmers get fucked royally because of that, because they're all shouldering all these problems because they don't want to improve the transportation system. These things get sold into the markets, and then the markets sell it as we have like a standard price that they have to keep. So the standard price is not that big as well for the markets to improve their way of selling the things as well. So it's like a whole system of things. And at the same time, since none of these factors, the transportation, the pricing, the way they farm it, they won't have added profits to improve their quality of life or their system. We have shitty produce. That's just like a whole system of
And the cycle continues.
and the
right?
cycle continues. And then at the same time, a lot of people are clamoring for quality shit, right? Our farms that are supposed to be very rich soil and good weather could have been developed and we could have provided quality products like salt, sugar, the meat and everything, the vegetables. But now, because it's underdeveloped, we're resorting to importing our stuff as well. So it's just another patchwork solution after the other. That's really not doing it in the long run. So Tekken.
Just to clarify, guys, the stuff that we bring, I could keep talking about this all day, by
Yeah.
the way, but I know they love Tekken, right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to point out, but I know there's a lot of.
And this is why Brownman doesn't like Jollibee.
Deep dove there. It's a deep dive.
This is light work, man. We can keep going.
exactly.
But, I just want to clarify, right? So a lot of people at face value, they'll hear what we're saying, especially me as a non-Filipino. I ate the balut, so now I'm honorary. I got my temporary passport.
Yes.
But a lot of people they're quick to take offense because they are raised to be blindly patriotic.
Yeah.
Things,
Tribally,
right?
type.
So, but the thing you have to understand is when I'm speaking regarding these topics and the critiques of them, they're not a critique at you or your identity.
Exactly.
It's more
It's not
so
personal.
I want better for what you guys experience. It's you work hard for the money.
Yeah.
You want something better rather than
Yeah.
having to accept a lower quality thing, less healthy, damaging your health, to then allow others to just fill their pockets or not even fill their pockets, right? Or just nothing changes, nothing improves.
Yeah.
The farmers are always getting fucked in every country to some extent, right? It's just very bad here where they don't even have the money to make better produce because they're not getting enough money to live sometimes. So they're barely able to keep the quality at a certain level. It just gets arguably worse over time, actually, because it's just as you mentioned, these patch fixes don't last very long. And you're constantly trying to do that. So that's where that's coming from. So it's always just a matter of trying to better recognize what can be improved. You may not be able to change it yourself, but just being aware of that and communicating that, hopefully in time when people do become in a position to make those changes, even at a small scale, not just for food, but let's say, if we bring it back to Tekken, right? It's not like, I don't like the way these events go. I don't like the way this is run or this is done. I recognize that.
That's a good segue. This podcast is known to derail topics, and I was completely fine if calling this episode Tekken and Agriculture.
What Brownman is saying,
Kind of like
what
tied it up.
Brownman is saying, the Philippines needs a patch update. Yes, a new patch.
It does.
The
season two.
Philippines
Oh, it
has been
season two.
nerfed. Has been nerfed.
Super nerf.
Super nerfed.
Well, how many years? I don't know if you guys. It's gonna be real awkward if you don't know the answer to this.
Okay.
How many years since the Philippines was independent, or kind of?
Oh well.
Well,
we
let
wouldn't
me
call
get
it-
my
Okay,
phone.
hang on.
Just think about it for a second. How? I don't know, but whatever that year
Yeah.
is, we need the patch number X amount of years. That's the version it is.
We're
But,
a pretty young nation. We haven't had. I don't think we've hit 200 yet. We haven't hit 200.
Okay, so there's the sub 200 pack. Maybe the 200th anniversary one's going to be the big one.
Yeah.
Where you get the DLC characters as well.
We have 2 presidents. Yeah. Not just
Dual
one.
wielding. All right. But yeah, so it's similar to, you know, when you see things in the fighting game community, there's a lot of people, you know, like Kevin and Poch, and even with yourself within the wrestling community, and you in podcasting community.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up.
You don't know what he is.
Exactly. I just like it.
Thank you, dude.
I don't know. I don't like him for what he does. I like him for him.
Yes.
So that's the thing. Shout
I
out to you.
have come to find out that that's a lot of people that like him as well. For
That's
some
good.
reason.
That's a good.
That's
call
good,
to action.
yeah.
Investment. It's
Yeah.
returning.
That's what's keeping people around.
yeah.
It's actually he was the secret ingredient the whole time.
That's a lot of people.
I'm clinically acclaimed.
Yeah.
Clinically acclaimed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's certified. Right? So yeah, bringing it all back to Tekken, right? It's one of those things where you, in many aspects of life, you want to see improvement in something. You disagree with the way something is. You may not now have the power to do it. But, you know, as time goes on, maybe with you're in the community, maybe, I'm going to start commentating, or I'm going to start helping run events. Because before you were talking about honing the talent in Manila Madness, you went straight to commentary.
Yeah.
And that's a problem as well. Not in yourself, but more so people always look at only the people you can see.
That's true.
I have
Yeah,
a
yeah,
big concentration on the people you can't, because those people allow the people to be seen to begin with. So that's where when I mentioned like I'm trying to hone the talent and bring those up and give opportunities, it's very heavily also towards the people in the back end, running the tournament, production, what they call marshalling here, things like that. Those are all stuff that often get overlooked, so the quality stays troublesome.
Yeah.
There are some really hardworking, talented people in there, and they also do a lot of the heavy lifting. But I think there needs to be an understanding and importance placed upon those people, because they also don't get paid well enough either.
That's true, yeah,
And so
yeah.
one thing in Manila Madness, I'll always ask Kevin, especially from the beginning, I'm like, all right, what's a market rate for this? All right, cool. This, all right, I'm just going to pay above that.
Okay.
Like, not like, oh, we're balling out. Because again, ultimately, and Kevin will tell you, he's always worried about the finances because he knows where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
So he's always worried. He's trying to make sure I'm okay and not, you know, going into crippling debt.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
But
he's not eating Crosta anymore. It's just
Yeah, that's gonna be.
he starts eating
I haven't had
Jollibee.
Costa once.
How much,
Because Manila Madness 4 is coming.
how much is the budget for Ray Little Black? Like,
Priorities.
Let's do an X deal. Let's do an X deal.
triple X deal.
Hey, yo. Actually, I think she retired. She's become. She converted.
She's Muslim now.
She's a Muslim now.
Yeah. So
Oh.
you know, shout outs to her. She's doing her thing.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where those people in the back, they are the ones that also can make those changes. Where you know they were originally an attendee, they were originally a fan, right? And now they're able to make those changes, but they also need to be shown what is possible, because they may inside be like, man, I don't like this, I don't know why. It's like, all right, let me show you what can be done, and then you can figure out what you want to do moving forward and hold that, because
And it's like opens up the world for them. right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And again, once it's one of those things where, okay, you worked at Manila Madness, eventually Manila Madness will you know, hopefully be at a scale where it's like, okay, this is drawing in talent from all over, but it's allowing the talent from here to also go all over. That's, you know, one of the long-term goals. And hopefully we'll get there, but that still has to account for those people having the passion and the drive and the hard work to get there. And Philippines is full of hardworking people. One of the things that you'll find though is when you're not shown where the hard work gets you, it's very difficult to want to keep pushing towards something.
Yeah. That's like the line for a lot of people, because it's such a hard place to live in, you know? Like to be able to pursue a passion is actually a privilege here.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
So if you find out what you love and you're pursuing it, you have to take into consideration that there's not a lot of people that can do this. So that may be like, you know, maybe it's like a new light of appreciation for what you're pursuing when times get tough, you know?
Hard times.
Hard times.
Hard times.
Well, it's
Hard times, baby.
It's hard to try and better your life when your primary concern is paying the bills.
Exactly.
And that's why we are privileged in being able to do what we do, as you mentioned. But that's what you see a lot when you're in, you know, poverty or in lower socioeconomic situations. Like all your brain power is just spent on like
Surviving.
Exactly, surviving.
Survival does not often allow for elevation.
Yes.
Surviving is often just surviving, and that's what I think a lot of people don't understand from the outside, or even when you're within here but at a higher level, you can't always appreciate what it's like. That it's difficult, and I grew up in a situation where it was pretty hard. I'm not gonna say like nowhere near as bad as being Struggle Town USA in Australia.
Yeah.
Is very different to being Struggle Town USA
Yeah,
in the Philippines. That's like living on New Game Plus hardcore mode.
Yes,
you know what I mean? It's completely different. People don't understand that, but it's just one of those things where if you can appreciate that, and at least in your situation, if you have that privilege, always try to help other people and just try and better yourself to then be able to help those people.
Yes. That's a. You okay?
You want to pass that around?
You want to pass that around?
You want to pass it around?
Go ahead.
Hell yeah.
I got my limit now, but dude, that was such a great point. Of,
my God, yeah.
Like saying, like a lot of people don't give attention to the people in the back end about things, and also developing the people, because a lot of things I think people just say have your people do it or get help to do stuff for you, things like that. A lot of people just throw that shit around, not realizing there's a huge amount of training, a huge amount of things to be able to even get you to speak like the same language. I'm not talking about like vernaculars, right? Like I'm talking like if I say this thing needs to be uploaded by this amount of thing, or I have to set this stage in front of the LED wall and things like that. There are things that takes a lot of time if you have to instruct them one by one.
Yeah.
But if you have the same language, you don't even need to do like a pre-production meeting sometimes, you know? You just need to align quickly and then you're done.
That's when you are that's building those relationships where it's like, okay, we've had this guy, like, and we know we've gone step by step the years prior now, year 3, 4, 5, whatever it is that he's working with us. All right, he knows what's up. He knows exactly the way we want it.
Yeah.
And I know for Kevin will tell you just overall, like when it comes to the way I do events and everything like that, he does a lot. He takes on more than he should. But I always appreciate it, and he's a pivotal part of this whole ecosystem that we're building at the moment. And but he knows and it's probably differing from a lot of people he's worked with, especially when considering the position I'm in, where I'm hands-on with basically everything. Like he'll tell you, like he probably gets annoyed sometimes. 'Cause I'm always like not like looking over his shoulder. I just need everything. Just make sure everything's a certain way.
Shows up in
like
your
that.
dreams. You show up in his dreams.
At least it's not a nightmare, right? But it's one of those things where I think one thing that happens in a position like that, where okay, you own this event, you kind of just like, all right, you guys do all this stuff. Whereas I'm like, every single thing I'm trying to just keep an eye on just to make sure it goes in a certain direction. Because without that, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. But it's also a thing of, because of my history and the years of time and work I've put in, I think I realized it a couple of years ago. Like nearly every position in let's say a fighting game major event, whatever, I've done every role I can possibly think of in that. Yeah. So it allows me a bit more, and it's not like I'm a professional at every single one, but it's like the understanding that I have compared to most people. Yeah. I realize is like quite
that's valuable.
Yeah, very valuable. Where it allows me to be like, all right, well, the sound guys doing it, the production team, every role I've just done it, and I still continue to do most of those. Like, I'm also not a person where it's like, well, I own this event here, so I'm everything that's below me. I'm not gonna. I'm like, nah, bro. If I gotta, and again, like I think Kevin was also surprised when I'm out here packing up the chair, setting up the chair. I'm like, I don't care. I don't. In my mind, there's nothing that's below me or whatever. It's just like,
hell yeah.
If some shit's got to get done, it's got to get done. And I think that should apply even more when your name's on the fucking door.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't be looking at it like, someone else will do it.
Yeah.
It's like, someone else will do it, but I'm going to do it too because I'm a person that can help do it. That's just what it is.
There's no work beyond it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's your event. Yeah. So you want to make sure.
100%.
Yeah. It's such a...
Shout out to Kevin as well. Like, 100%.
Oh, thank you.
Rock and roll.
Sorry, I keep doxing him. My bad.
No, it's okay.
Rock and roll.
Why is your name Rock and Roll?
You can talk about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I guess this is a side note because
You don't look like a rock.
Is it a...
Damn, get shit on.
it's actually about my mom. When I woke,
now I feel
Now you feel bad.
Now I feel
Now you feel bad. I'm sorry. All right,
her
go.
cooking is 5 out of 10. No, I'm just kidding.
Mama rock and roll.
No, I'm just kidding. So when I was growing up, she really loves rock music, like slow rock. Then I just got accustomed to that, and Also, I really love the Philippines as well. That's why the spelling of rock and roll is actually
And like rock and.
rock and roll,
Oh.
just like the movie before.
Yeah.
So there.
Now you made me feel bad. God.
No, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, just going back, I just want to, of course, appreciate Brownman more because the journey that we went through together, it was really hard, and especially nowadays in any other industry, it only takes one mistake and everyone will can cancel you.
Yeah, definitely.
They don't know how long it takes the effort to build something,
everything,
and it only takes just one thing for it to crumble apart.
You say the N word one time. One time. In a drunk bar. I'm kidding.
It's
Nincompoop.
but it's a very real thing
I mean,
that
like,
everybody
topic will come
faces.
Yes.
Because we are in the age of information, age of social. Sorry, not information. Age of social media, where everything is up there. Everything is out there. Everything can be taken in like you
Out
don't
of
know what will
context,
go
yeah, out of
viral.
context.
Everything can be taken out of context and things like that. So yeah, we are comedians. We are very familiar with this shit.
But
We're
so
quite used to it.
just add context because these guys were the ones I started helping out Manila Madness outside of commentary this year. These guys put in so much
Yeah.
effort.
I don't think so.
Mounting an event also. I mean, I was behind the scenes for your events too.
I saw. I was aware of like we. First of all, we always. I always have an event when you have an event in the Manila Madness.
Thanks, man.
So gotta make money. But I saw what you guys did before, and I was like, who is in the team? This is big work because I've tried specking a Tekken event.
Yes.
With Poch and AK. We were trying to do that. But I was trying to scale it down to a point that it's manageable and sustainable. Like, we're not going to do tournaments. We're going to do show matches so that we can control the individuals. So it's going to be more produced like how I would produce my own events. So it's going to be a show. There's going to be a program. People buy for the show, and that's it. And it's so much easier to mount. When I started looking into why don't you make a casual FGC area?
Yeah.
And people would do that. Just tiny bit of add-on takes so much
It
logistics
does. Yeah.
and so much things to do. And now, looking at it now, it's like an open tournament. Opening registrations, handling all the people, the intangible factor of not knowing how many will sign up, and a lot of people also signs up and not show up.
Yeah.
That's right.
Things like that. Those are
As
things
long as
that
they're
I'm
paid,
like,
it's fine. That becomes a you problem.
those are things that are like,
Yeah.
That's a lot of stuff out of your control.
Super duper, like a lot of layers to just produce and everything. And so if you guys do that and do it well, that's like my hats off to you guys. So congratulations.
I appreciate
on,
that.
yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen you wear a hat.
Yeah,
So it's constantly off. I
Tip.
Yes,
appreciate
it's constantly
Thank you
off.
very much.
I've actually hats off like 7 people on the
Nice.
way here.
Oh, okay. It means a lot.
Wow, you're a slut.
I'm a hats off whore.
There you go.
Yeah. But
That sounds
no,
like a
good
crazy
job.
club, by
Good
the
job.
way.
Good job. And I will probably benefit from all this production that you've done once we have our own stuff going on. I'll probably just get people that you guys trained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the whole point.
That's the whole point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't even take much of a cut from them either.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. But yeah, that's what we want because I'm also raising the standards that are to be expected, like the baseline standard. Like, because one thing that I found, not just here, but in many places where it's all about the flash.
Yeah.
It's like all sizzle, no steak kind of thing where it's like, no, I'm trying to make this solid from the ground up where it's not just, oh, you did a flashy stream and, oh, you have this pro player here or whatever. It's like, no, we're trying to make this a complete quality thing. And so people know like this is doable. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Just do it. The reason it's hard now is because people don't believe that it can be done that way effectively, easily. But my mindset is like, no, it's easy. It's just, trust me, just do this.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that you work on and eventually get there. And it will affect, because as those people then get other opportunities in other fields or other industries or whatever it is, that will hopefully have a ripple effect. In it's a very hopeful thinking, but it's definitely doable.
It's something that's very possible. Because once you do things, and once you pursue something, it's a journey that will affect a lot of things. Like I never thought that I would do a podcast, things like that, because I just wanted to do stand-up comedy. So things like that are are some of the things that that will just happen if you pursue something. And a lot of these people, they're pursuing a passion, which most of the time, if you're Filipino, you don't have that avenue to pursue your passion. Not everyone can start the thing from the ground up, you know. So, but they could be part of something that's just started from the ground up. So that's a lot. That's already doing a lot for the local people here, and I will gladly cash in on your hard work.
Woo!
Thank you.
When that happens, because we're still specking it. It's still on the
still
pipeline for
Right.
for things like that. So hopefully we get to contribute to the FGC as well, because it's such a can I just say it's such a great. I think we're really passionate about
Fighting
Tekken.
games.
Yeah. No, not even.
It's a.
Can we say generally fighting
Yeah.
games?
I mean,
Yeah,
I would
but
say
Tekken is
Tekken is the
the game for
the
Philippines.
game here in the Philippines.
Because
Yeah,
you can ask, people don't understand that. I explain to people overseas a lot of the time where, oh, really, Tekken really that popular? I'm like, bruh, I could walk down the street. You could ask like a 50-year-old. 9 times out of 10, they'll at the very least know what Tekken is
Yes.
or
Yeah.
its existence, and there's a 7 out of 10 chance they played it with their family or cousins at the arcade or at home at some point.
Even when Rip was here, the cab driver knew, hey, that's an arcade stick. Who do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They
Yeah.
started talking
They know.
about Tekken. So
My
it's just
dad
like-
knows Warang.
Yeah.
Probably because I
You've been
swear to God,
playing.
you probably opened your bedroom one night and you were having night terror. Oh, Jin! And that's like, oh, that guy, right?
Stop bodying me.
Yeah, exactly.
333.
Mercy, please.
It's like my dad used to play with us when we were kids, and it's always funny when he sees me play, and then he'll say, "Oh, it's up to Jack 8 now." It used to be just Jack 2.
It's part of the national identity at a level that
That's
I think people
crazy.
just don't understand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
If they're not exposed to the community and the culture here as a whole. Because I guess funnily enough, and most people don't know this, I actually grew up with a lot of Filipino culture.
Oh, shit.
Because my auntie is Filipino.
Oh,
So my mom's brother married a Filipino. And so, and I'm going to, for those of you who are outside of this region will not know what this sound and the association with this sound. Now, I haven't practiced this sound in a long time, but I'm just going to tell me what this sound is when I say it. All right? Tell me what that sound is.
that's actually a multi-purpose sound.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
multi-purpose.
depends. The
What's
context.
the first one that comes to mind there? I know I think of the same one.
It's how do you explain it? It's like it's calling you.
Yeah,
right?
it's calling you. It's like,
yeah.
I'm thinking.
Or
Shut up.
or shut.
That's
you
the
up.
first one.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've had that sound
Yeah.
thrown to me growing up, I can't even count. But now when I hear it in public,
Yeah.
I think it's my auntie. Oh.
It's PTSD.
Yeah, no, for real. Because she was like super strict. You know Kumon, right?
Yeah,
So they used to run a Kumon center.
Oh,
that was just
okay.
very strict, high education stuff. This and
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And anytime you laugh, she'd always be like, "Shh, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "I'm trying to laugh, bro." But yeah, shout out to my auntie. But yeah, so I used to have a lot of Filipino food, just stuff like that. And then her side of the family would, hang around with us
Yeah,
and
yeah,
everything
yeah.
like that. So I had a lot of, I think a lot of the knowledge at the surface level I forgot, but it's just because it became ingrained in
Yeah.
like my
Yeah.
upbringing. But it was just one of those things where, like pointing with lips, for example.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a very Filipino. Like some cultures kind of do, but I think it's very identified with
Yeah.
the Filipino culture. So that type of stuff. I think when I already knew what that was, I think from growing up. But yeah, that's shout out to my auntie though. I think I had a predisposition to the Philippines now because of her. So shout out to her. Right?
She got you into Tekken, I'm guessing.
No, but her son did. Funnily enough.
A Josie Rizal. Maybe.
Yeah. but rock and roll. Like, how do you feel about the FGC now? The current state of it. We did lose a major dojo event in the past 2 years. That was like I feel like that was a major blow to our community. But right now, with how it's going, with the game that was not initially well received at first, not as huge I would say as Tekken 7 yet. What do you think? Does it have potential? Because you're ears to the ground here.
That's right. For me, I would also speak on behalf of the other games as well, not only Tekken. I would say that the publishers right now, like Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, and there are also going to be more games that are coming out like Tokon. 2XKO.
Oh yeah, 2XKO. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
for me, they've actually done a really good job in making everything accessible.
Yeah.
They're also listening to the fans. Like they are, let's say, oh, we don't like this. They're going to patch it and see what they can change positively. And in terms of the community itself, like the players here in the Philippines, it's been very positive. Although there are, veteran players,
Yeah,
the
they're
former pro players,
gatekeepers. Yeah.
they don't really get to play anymore because they don't play competitively that much.
Yeah.
But they're still around, like playing casually or even coaching people. So shout outs to the older players like Coach Mouts. I think he's turning 75.
Wow. Jesus, this guy.
So
And he doesn't look a day over.
He doesn't look a day over 70.
So there are a lot of new players now because of Tekken, Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6.
Oh,
Because-
really?
Yes. Because I still regularly commentate with Pika, Poch.
Are they young or are they just?
They are very young.
Oh.
Yes. Some of them actually.
That's the two. I'm gonna extend our episode a little bit because I want to talk about like the 2X.
It's all the agriculture that took up.
The whole 2XKO thing.
Yeah.
The whole.
I heard about this fighting game.
The Marvel Tokon thing.
Yeah.
It's and I think it started with like modern controls with SF6.
Yes.
It's starting to break down that barrier of learning curve, and they're starting to make it more accessible to people. I never thought it would be effective, but when you're talking about like 2XKO or Token, do you think it's really bringing in a lot of people in the FGC?
I would say so. Yes. It's kind of like it's really hard to compare other games because I'm not really. For me, just like Mobile Legends, very popular in the Philippines. I would say it's probably number
one, yeah,
number one,
Yeah.
right? But comparing it to the older MOBA games like Dota, it's really hard to learn.
Yeah.
It's really hard to master.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone, but they made it easy. Just in ML, everyone likes it.
And like basics for any kind of like consumer fronting businesses, new customer acquisition is always like primary. Like retention is great, but new customer acquisition is crazy
Number one.
important.
Yeah. Also to add to that, because of the new modern fighting games, there's aside from ease of control, there's also tag. So there's more characters to use, more chances for you to be able to play the game.
Make it more social as well.
Yeah, like tag, like so it's 2v2. And also the fact that you're gonna play as your favorite Marvel and League character. Also, it just entices another market to just try out the fighting game.
Yeah. That's
Instead
true.
of if you're a Tekken fan, you just know them from that IP alone.
Yes.
But you could be Star Lord, Storm. You could be that in Tokon.
Yeah, that's a good like hook for them to come in.
What's your guys' opinion on that? Because part of it is the competitiveness of fighting games.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on making the inputs easier in
I
fighting
will
games?
just say, as a Zangief main,
Yeah. I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
because Zangief, like,
if
360 Joy-Con.
if I encounter a Zangief modern
Yeah.
What do you do?
online,
Oh my
I'm
God.
extra motivated, and I'm also extra pissed when I lose that match. That's what I'm saying. But I understand why they have to do it.
Yeah.
It's fine. I guess.
For me, since I've played, for a very long time when it comes to Tekken, I kind of felt like, they made it so much easier to the point that they kind of wasted the time that I worked hard on. Like I practiced on this for a long time.
those
You're a king main.
Oh.
You're a
Yes.
king main,
All
right?
those wasted girlfriends.
Wow.
Do you guys know what the input is for the rolling death cradle?
Yeah.
It used to be very difficult. Like you have to press, multiple buttons and your fingers gets mixed up. But now it's just 1, 3, 4, 2, 1 plus 2, I think.
Yeah.
It's very easy.
Like
You
when
can even mash it.
Like when I was playing King of Fighters back then, like 2002, King of Fighters, like you quarter circle forward, half circle back, and then fucking forward. Like these are so hard to do.
Super.
Because King of Fighters is a slower game because it's
But
it's
also
not-
King of Fighters is known for like
Yeah,
having very
hard.
complicated.
Oh my
inputs.
They came up
Yeah,
with the
that's
pretzel.
hard.
Quarter circle back to forward,
What
like
the
things
fuck
like
is
that.
this?
Yeah.
I swear, like SNK, like secretly, they work for big arcade stick. So how can we wear out the controller
Yeah, exactly.
as fast as possible? Pretzel, all right, print that shit. That's, I
So
swear to God.
his input is like quarter circle forward, then up forward, then up, then down back, then up.
Then you got to do a backflip and high five the guy behind you, and then you might get the input out.
But it's true. Like
Yeah.
there's
King
a lot
of
of
fighters,
things.
man.
And you could say that these things, like if you're an old FGC guy, it does kind of piss you off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because you feel like you are not being rewarded for putting in that much work in your game. But now they're coming out with 2XKO and Tokon,
Tokon.
Yeah.
that are the main base of the game is it's easy input, right? So now you can focus on, I think now it's breaking the barrier of complicated inputs. So the learning curve is gone. And now they can focus on the fundamentals of.
Yeah.
Maybe, I'm not sure. Like
Yep.
maybe now it's shifting towards, now let us show you right away why
What's
fighting
the-
games are
yes,
awesome.
That's
Yes.
true.
Fighting
I will,
games are-
I will say this though, with Tekken, I think one of the reasons why it's so like it's beloved here is because you can mash.
Yeah, mashable,
You can't
smashable.
mash
Yeah.
in Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Oh, you're gonna get eaten alive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're already completing like a combo if you're able to mash very well.
Yeah.
And I think I know like with the linear inputs it's all right, but I don't think we can ever get like modern control like how Street Fighter is with Tekken.
They
don't
tried
need
it.
to-
with
yeah,
a special
with a
style.
special style,
Special
but then
style, yeah.
it's string based, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I do see what they're trying to do, but I feel like there's always a special place in people's hearts for Tekken, and I think that's when people look at like the skill and like the legacy.
So do you think Tekken will be left behind? Because if this 2XKO and Tokon thing picks up,
I feel like it's gonna be like
Or
its
is it gonna
own
be like a
thing.
different
Yeah, it's gonna be
layer?
like Dota, like how people like, wow, it's really hard and it's gonna reward that legacy experience. Even though they are trying to limit it just a little bit, if you look at the top players still stay on top.
Yeah.
Because if you're in the highest of levels, they still reward the legacy experience and the mind
I mean,
games.
at the end of the day, it boils down to the actual thing that
Yeah.
it's not the
Marketing.
inputs, right?
Yeah.
It's everything. It's everything else that
Yeah.
really just takes you to that level, I guess. So I don't know. It might actually be good for a lot of people that to have entry level fighting games, because I feel like
I
we don't
agree.
have. Tekken is the most entry level fighting game, and I think that's still
yeah?
like a big mastery.
Correct.
So maybe I'm just because
Yeah.
it's huge here.
Tekken, like it's easy to pick up and play.
Yeah, it's easier than most, but it's still a hard game to master.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So with 2XKO and Tokon, and probably it would get like a lot of mainstream streamers to kind
Try
of play it.
Yeah.
You know, so that might put the fighting game scene into like a whole nother level, and I think Tekken would benefit from it.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we hope so.
FGC. The community.
Does
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu still have his yung mist?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
I just got bodied by a Yoshimitsu last night.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
Like,
no.
Doing that like
He's so fast. God damn.
like he'll do like a
Yoshimitsu's so
heat,
fast.
like a heat rush thing, and then he'll do the miss, and I'm just caught all the time.
It's
All
an
the time.
unblockable. You have
Yeah,
to duck
it's
that.
done.
Ducks, and then he
Really.
flashes when it.
Okay,
thinks
can I
it's
add?
Go, go.
Yeah.
Normie question. Why is Yoshimitsu? What is his weakness? Yoshimitsu.
What do you mean?
Like people use Yoshimitsu.
There's one really good pro player that really, this I think iconic with Yoshimitsu.
I
Right?
am musician.
Yeah,
musician.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you play,
He's a crackhead.
he's tricky.
He just does a bump of a illicit substance right before he starts playing, and then goes crazy.
he's crazy.
He's really good.
It's very entertaining to watch. I always root for him actually. But I don't know. It's a tricky character if you don't study him.
Yeah.
That's true.
A lot of knowledge check.
Yeah,
is what they would
knowledge
say,
check. Yeah,
I think that's what's cool about Tekken also, because if you decide to main a character like Yoshi, that's like, wow, you really want to go the hard route, but you get rewarded with the skill expression that you're able to bring to the table. So
Like
that's a good term. Skill
doesn't
oppression.
Xiao you have different stances?
as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
so yeah,
yes,
that's
yes.
a hard character like Lee.
Nah, don't let them convince you that that's hard characters.
No.
They have been adjusted in a way that the reputation historically for those characters of this is very difficult, and you got to get very creative, this and that. But in the process of simplifying the game for newer people and things like that, they have taken away a lot of the obstacles that would allow you to receive the reward in that process. So they will still, that reputation was there, and it makes them feel better. they want to keep it, but don't let them fool you. It is not as it was. Like if it was Tekken, like if you had
It's
a really
easier,
good
way
Yoshi
easier
player in
now.
Tekken 7, I'm like, oh, okay, these guys.
Like for example,
crazy.
like Voldo, the guy in
Wow.
Soul Calibur.
Yeah, Soul Calibur.
Oh,
It's
man.
so hard to use.
It's really so
I
hard.
used to compete Soul Calibur.
Really?
Locally,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, all right.
I was an
They had Darth
I was an
Vader.
Astaroth.
Astaroth, man.
Yeah.
Yoshimitsu is actually in Soul Calibur.
Soul Calibur
Yeah.
as well, yeah.
And
Heihachi.
Yes,
And
he was,
and
yeah.
Darth Vader.
Darth Vader.
And Yoda.
Yoda.
Darth
Vader?
Yeah, there was a
And
special.
Star
I think
Killer.
in
Yeah,
Didn't know
yeah.
that.
Xbox.
Different versions of the game.
And,
had
and Link.
guest
Oh, yeah, yeah,
characters.
If it was
I remember.
GameCube, you had
Yeah,
Link.
Yeah, Link was there.
Oh,
yeah.
guest characters.
And then it was like Xbox Yoda and I think Darth Vader PS3 or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
great.
again-
When they have platform locked content is
Again,
bonkers.
great guest characters for every fighting game except Tekken.
I mean, Geese was pretty cool.
Akuma.
And Akuma was good.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
care what people
Negan.
say. Akuma was a sick addition.
Oh, yeah.
They did Akuma better in Tekken 7
Than 5.
than Street Fighter 5
Yeah.
did.
Fair.
So I'm like,
Fair.
you got to respect it. Whenever Tekken brings in a guest character, they do a very good and passionate job at bringing them. You may not like the way your opponent uses them against you, whatever, but you can't deny that the effort and the passion put in to represent this character is bonkers. Like,
Right.
I hate one of the worst things in my life recently is playing against Clive in Tekken 8. Just how that makes you feel. But I can't deny that they did an amazing job importing that character.
Oh, yeah.
and making
Yeah.
him seem
It's really
cool.
clever.
Yeah.
That's what I think. What they're really good at. Doing those things with the guest characters, because if you do a reference of when Capcom had Tekken IP, when they did Cross, you had Jin having like fucking fireballs.
Yeah, he had the
Like, he did, like,
Yeah.
the levitating balls, and I'm like, he doesn't do this. That's so weird. Like things like that. But when they had Akuma, he played just like
Yeah.
what
Yeah,
you would
exactly.
imagine.
It was
Yeah.
so clever.
I think
Yeah.
there's a way, because you're putting a 3D character to a 2D game, so you're limiting them to
Yeah.
that medium. But if you're able to import 2D to 3D, you're actually giving him more depth.
stuff.
More
technically.
so
it's
okay.
true.
So it's 2D,
Easier.
3D thing. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think they did such a good job. They made it look easy.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where when
Yeah.
you do it right, people just
fair,
assume,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yeah, giving him more, because I guess if, it seems like it's going more dimensions, right? So there's more possible. You can keep what he has and add more stuff. And, potentially going back, as you mentioned, with Jin in Street Fighter X Tekken.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, why has he got a fireball? Why is he doing this, right? I think that game had so much potential.
Yeah.
Honestly, they really had something.
When I first saw that, holy shit!
It looked. I remember that first gameplay trailer they had.
Dude, I love that.
Like, and people going
The
it
art
was like,
style.
The art was
Yeah.
style.
It was
great,
so
yeah.
good. Where they messed up was just, I think it was at early stages of DLC, and I think the publisher side of things and everything kind of cooked it. Where you had paid DLC gems, you had the gem system. That was a problem already.
Yeah,
The gem
yeah,
system was
monetization,
just like-
yeah.
And the bugs.
But I think if they had not done that, and certain things that even if the game didn't come out perfect, I think with a couple years of development, that would have been a really cool
Because
game.
there was a lot of fire on the FGC scene of there.
Yes.
Like, they had like high end play. Like, I think Sonic Fox was. Oh no, not Sonic Fox. Justin Wong was playing
Yeah.
them.
I think that was like the golden, because SF4 was out and also MVC3.
Yeah.
SF4 rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It
was
was good,
it was a good era to be launching a new game, and I think for a good 2 years, it was like a good game to watch.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
a while.
Street Fighter
yeah.
X Tekken?
Yeah.
Bro, I don't think that lasted 6 months. No, from a popularity perspective,
Really?
I don't think.
Not even at launch. Like,
I mean, but then they're like, oh wait, some of the stronger gems you need to pay for. Compete with. And it's like, hold on a minute.
yeah.
And that's where it started kind of falling apart. And then obviously it lost support, both from the fan
got
side
too
because
greedy.
of that. Then the developers didn't really fix things and do
Yeah.
all that. But man, that had so much. They did a visually sick.
Yeah.
They put the effort in to really bring
This
these
is-
characters in.
It's kind of random, but it recently happened. But did you see the new Warzone skin that they have?
With what?
It's American Dad.
Yeah.
You have Roger.
Oh, was it new?
It's it's recent.
They
So-
they already did Beavis and Butthead.
yeah, they did. So it's like,
I mean, like,
I
fucking did.
They did.
they
yeah.
don't care anymore.
Yeah, because I can't imagine
don't
Roger
care.
the alien as an American
yeah,
Dad.
yeah.
He's a playable character. You got
Crazy.
you can also have Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley.
Like
Yeah,
fucking the Persona 5 cast is in fucking Fortnite.
That's true.
So,
That's
LeBron
true.
James was in Fortnite.
LeBron James.
Everyone-
Everyone's in Fortnite.
They
Yeah.
become the guy from Fortnite.
Yeah.
Not even them anymore. Hey, that's LeBron. No, that's the guy from Fortnite.
Fortnite. Yeah.
Goku's there for some reason with that Glock.
Yeah, with
has
a
a
gla-
gun.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I feel like with fighting games, you can't just add a random person. You really need to think about how it integrates with the system.
You can't just do skins. It just
Yeah.
doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've extended our
Whoops.
episode for a long time.
Sorry.
But it was such a great episode
Yeah,
talking to
hell
a
yeah.
lot of passionate people. We're just gonna remind everyone that Manila Madness is on at November 8 and 9. It's gonna be on Makati City, Pasong Tamong Extension, called Leap Studios.
Yes, sir.
It's a brand new place. I've toured the place. I've seen it as a lot of potential. Great place to be in. There's like a good burger place right beside
Hell
it.
yeah.
Lots of parking. Please go.
Oh, we have parking.
and support. Is there anything that you guys want to promote? Please support and follow these guys. Maybe their social medias will you want to shill your social media, RakEnRol?
Sure. So for Facebook, it is Manila Madness, of course. My personal Facebook page is TK RakEnRol.
Yeah, for me, it's Spicy Poch.
Yeah, Twitter and Facebook. I think it's Brownman FGC. One word, you can find it.
Yeah. Watch Comedy Manila shows because we don't make money in this podcast. Please, if you want to give money to us hosts, we are very pretty much always active in having shows all year round. Actually, particularly this month, no?
Yeah, I have a lot.
October is
Joketoberfest.
Joketoberfest for us comedians, and we do a lot of shows. There's a particular 2-week stretch that we have shows every day. So check out comedymanila.ph for that. But one particular show that we want you to please support is that we're doing a live recording of a TV show that we're doing for ABS-CBN's I Want platform. It's going to be on October 18 and October 25. We're going to have 2 shows each on that day, and it's going to be recorded live. And hopefully, you guys are part of history or the first ever stand-up comedy series
Hell yeah.
done here in the Philippines. So please, we want your support because we want to we want to capture an actual stand-up comedy event, not just pay for people showing up and laughing at our jokes. We want a genuine audience. So please buy tickets because also those tickets will also go into the improvement of our production. So yes, please buy that. Just go to
Be part of history.
Yes, comedymanila.ph. Ayun, Andren, take us away.
Guys, pwede na tayo matulog.
Uy, wow! Natapos niya yung podcast episode.
Blabidi-di, pare.
Ay, isa ka sa mga taong nagtatapos ng episode. Tapos, gusto ko lang sabihin, hindi naman sa nagagalit kami. Naparod nyo to ng libre.
Yes.
Tama ba?
At hindi tayo kumikita sa podcast, di ba, Red?
Tama, hindi kami kumikita sa podcast. Pero kung gusto nyo kaming kumita at bumalik at we keep doing these free episodes, sana manood kayo ng stand-up comedy shows namin. Pumunta kayo sa
comedymanila.ph
comedymanila.ph para makita ang schedule ng shows ng Comedy Manila across the Philippines.
Guys, at hindi ko kayo satisfied sa show, ibabalik ni Red yung pera nyo. 100% money back guarantee.
Hindi yun totoo.
Yes.
Thank you.
Bye.
comedymanila.ph
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.